Is it better that way?
It's more realistic.
Just is for all of our viewers who we only show this view to the live streamers.
The view.
It's a perfect
It's pretty
view.
dope.
All right. Well, welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 95, being recorded on October 15th, 2019. The council is now in session, and
Nice.
as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and
Yep.
random shit with
Yep.
little background and next to no expertise.
Yup.
All decisions are
Next to
final
no.
and have no bearing on anything whatsoever except for how awesome this podcast is.
That's it. That's exactly right. Hey, do you mind if I introduce the first topic?
Absolutely.
We have waited 3 weeks for this. 3 weeks off. We've had the topics in our back pocket. Everyone has been reading them, thoroughly researching, doing our due diligence. Take it away, Blaine.
So we bring to you on this special podcast in October the perfect prep for Halloween. Haven't you ever
Nice.
wished that your baby was a werewolf?
Every day.
Because now you can.
Now I can wish for it, or now the baby can be a Wolverine.
Now
Or
there
a
can be
werewolf.
A werewolf.
Okay.
Or at least that's what happened to 17 children in Spain who
What?
apparently started showing symptoms of werewolf syndrome. Or some word
Like
that I
what?
can't really pronounce.
Like really, really hairy
Yeah, so
babies.
they started growing hair on their forehead, cheeks, arms, legs, hands, covered in hair.
Question.
Yes.
Cheeks.
You know, there-
That's your problem with
I
this
have-
story?
I have forehead cheeks. Right up here. Most
Yes.
people just call that
There's a comma
forehead
there.
cheeks.
Forehead, cheeks, arms, and legs. No, their use of commas in this sentence doesn't really make a lot of sense. But anyway, so these children apparently decided to start growing fur for some reason, but apparently it was from
Okay.
it was due to a gastric reflux drug that came from India.
Uh-oh.
That apparently when it was divided and repackaged, the workers put it into the wrong labeled containers. And what was instead labeled as the gastric reflex medication omeprazole
Was Rogaine?
was accidentally minoxidil, which apparently treats hair loss, causing you to grow a shit ton of hair. And
Yeah,
wow.
it does.
apparently all over your body.
Wow.
Oops. So are they ever? It's gonna stop now that they're stopping the medicine, right?
It's unclear. It doesn't really
That's
say.
unfortunate.
They say that apparently it will.
Can I
be
get a thumbs up
reversed.
if you guys can hear me?
What's up? Logan's here.
Please check your email.
I'm
All right.
so
See you later.
confused.
All right.
I'll check my demo one.
Please check your email.
No, they
And
actually
we have a
did say-
title for this.
They did say that this will be reversed once the use of the drug is discontinued.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So if you want to, it sounds like if you started doing that drug October 1st, by October
Halloween.
31st, you could be
A
a
werewolf.
real werewolf.
Absolutely. And the best part is you stop it, and by Monday you'll be returned to a normal human.
By Monday, December 1st. These aren't actual dates. We're not lawyers. Don't sue us.
Huh. I'm reading in Wikipedia about this minoxidil.
Sounds dangerous. Watch out, Brian's reading again.
Yeah. It's an antihypertensive vasodilator.
Of course.
Obviously.
So what does that mean?
It's the device used in the ever sexually popular position of 96, Silas.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Episode 96.
Huh.
I don't know what that means.
I'm concerned now.
That's shop talk for werewolf medicine.
I wonder if you were a.
Jesus.
Do you think that werewolves could go to space?
Yeah,
Because apparently,
obviously.
SpaceX.
They sent a dog to space.
Yeah, that's true. But SpaceX is going to restart refueling the Starship in orbit, and I give the last one a thumbs up, by the way.
I don't know. Thumbs down for. That's just.
Yeah, I
Yes.
give the last one a thumbs up because it can be reversed. And thumbs it happened in the first place. So I don't know. We break even?
What is this thing? SpaceX's plan. What's happening there?
It's
Those
going.
are two rockets, butt to butt.
Butt to butt rockets, yes.
They are butt to butt.
Oh, my.
Episode 96.
Butt to butt.
Double-ended dildo.
Nobody said dildos.
In the case of a dildo, though, we never apply ownership. We always have to refer to it as a dildo and never your dildo.
I think since Logan brought it up, it is now Logan's dildo.
Wait, is it episode 95? Oh, next week's episode 96.
Yeah, that's why you're going to miss it.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Can't miss it next week. So yes, SpaceX is apparently going to plan to start refueling in orbit in order to launch their Starship with enough fuel to take it to anywhere you want to go.
They're gonna start.
I just saw the picture.
butt to butt.
Great
So-
drawing, guys.
I think this is a pretty good idea because this would allow them to basically just launch fuel to orbit, and then you can have a much bigger spaceship in space that you could carry people
So-
or stuff to other planets.
One rocket could just poop into the other.
So what you're saying is the way that we do intergalactic travel is by leapfrogging ships throughout outer space?
Yes.
Great.
Star Trek got that one wrong.
Star Trek also has dilithium crystals, so
Yeah, they don't need to do like odd docking procedure to.
they don't need
Refuel.
to do a 96 docking procedure.
I don't know what's going on with that picture, but it's disturbing. Down for the
96.
picture.
96
I just don't know what
docking
that is.
procedure. Pulling in for a 96 docking procedure?
Oh my goodness, there's
All
a
clear to go?
diagram showing us how it works.
It's legit.
Is there a video that goes along with it?
I don't know, it's not refueling, it's refilling.
Gross.
Wow.
I mean, it is 50 meters long, so
That's what she
That's
said.
what she said.
Anyway, I think I guess good for them. I give it a thumbs up for coming up with a new way to do it. And they came up with the 96 docking procedure. So
No, thumbs up docking procedure.
Thumbs up for a new way to do it. I like that.
Oh my god.
Speaking of new ways to do it, Audi has a new concept for doing headlights.
Dope.
So this is a new all-electric off-road vehicle. Purely, this must be ready for production next year, I can only imagine. But instead of headlights that are attached to the car, it has headlights that are drones that fly in front of the car.
What?
Fucking why?
Because you've always want their headlights to see just a little bit farther, and The only way that's going to happen if they're attached to drones flying out ahead of the car.
This
Strangely, that the way you describe that makes a lot of sense, and that's scary to me.
the this is like scouts, like scouting up ahead kind of a thing. But like, I mean, are we just starting to like embrace the zombie apocalypse scenario and just start making new tech to approach that situation? Like, go scout up ahead and see if there are zombies so that we can go the other direction or something. I mean, that's the only way that this really makes sense.
This thing is really cool, though.
It's made for troll hunting, Logan.
I mean,
Oh,
they
troll. Oh,
They do talk
What's
about
on
this
top
thing
of it?
being kind of like an autonomous vehicle. So I guess, I mean, the drones could fly around a little bit and maybe you like get a video feed that you can drive your car by.
Do you think it's like driving? Like, do you think it's going to have LiDAR on it so that it can tell whether or not the terrain is safe to drive on?
It's pretty cool looking.
I
I
can
think
only
that's a
imagine
trampoline
that
on
is.
top, by the way.
It's a drone landing pad is what it is.
Yeah, so they said the drones can actually land on top and recharge themselves.
I was joking. Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow. Thumbs up.
The
Nice
idea
job,
is-
Audi.
It's an interesting idea. I can see it being for. I mean, on the highway probably
Why
not so
is
much.
it? Interesting idea.
Because they do talk specifically about being it for off-road vehicles, and so I can see if you're driving.
So it doesn't point, like the stuff doesn't point off just into the sky.
Right. Like if you're going
Right.
up a hill, for example, like your lights are just shooting off into the sky and you can't see shit over the hill. Or if you're going around a lot of corners or in trees or something.
That's pretty cool.
But I think
See,
the
the seats-
practicality of this is probably very limited.
yeah. I think it's for all the people with their weird castles and a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, they're just trying to sell it to the military.
I think the
what's it going to retail for? Is it there? I keep looking at it. So what's it going to cost?
I mean, probably like $200,000. It's going to
That's
be
it?
coming out next week, I think.
I mean, it comes with kid seats in the back already. So
Oh, I like the end of this. Yeah, that's right. Drones that fly ahead of the vehicle to light the way. Extravagant? Absolutely. Impractical? Most certainly. Nevertheless, rad as hell. You bet. I like that.
well, thumbs up for honesty, I suppose.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up for drones. I'm a drone guy. Everyone knows that.
I
That's
give it a
cool.
thumbs up because I think the car looks cool.
Yep, I agree.
Is that the actual design, or is that just like they threw
That's
the Audi logo on this SketchUp that somebody did for like a I don't know, like a Resident
that's-
Evil
That's
gameplay?
totally, yeah, that's totally rendered, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a real deal right there.
Yeah, that was on a lot yesterday, and they just took a picture of it.
Yep.
But
I
if
saw.
you- go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say if you like AI robots flying around your car, maybe you would like your robot car to drive itself.
Go back
Tesla
to this thing again.
has enabled Smart Summon on the. I don't know. Is it on all of their cars? You tell me, Matt. Can you
Yeah.
do this yet?
Yes.
Have you done it?
Yes.
Is it cool?
Eh.
What? So does it just like?
Creep along.
What?
So how's it work?
You press a button and the car comes to you.
Does it run through walls?
No more
Can't hear
losing
what
your
you're
car in
saying,
the park.
so-
Can it go?
Skype is doing
"Oh,
that thing for me
yeah."
where it just cuts out for no fucking reason.
That's awesome.
Do you put
So it
Does,
doesn't.
does it come through walls?
Okay.
So
Here's Silas right now. What? I would love an explanation for why this keeps happening to me.
Do you yell out the window, Tesla? Do you do it like that? Tesla.
That's not how it works.
I think it's more like the Kool-Aid Man, and it goes, "Oh yeah."
Pixie up.
It drives through a couple of pedestrians. You know, it's just
I mean, I'm not exactly sure in which situation I would use this.
Lose your car in the parking lot at Walmart.
Maybe.
From what I've read, there's a lot of people who talk about it too. It's like kind of a cool tech demo, but a lot of people are kind of like, by the time this thing drives to you in a parking lot, you probably could have walked to the car in the first place.
Well, if you call it when checkouts, like when you walk up to checkout.
You're supposed to have.
You'd have to
You're
have
supposed to
line of sight.
only use it if you have line of sight.
Oh, line of sight.
Because it would drive into the building and go, oh yeah.
Valet function.
I should really change my license plate to just say, "Oh yeah." my car is red. You know, the second I got in a fucking crash with that thing, people would just be taking photo after photo of this red Tesla that just had a "oh yeah" license plate and it crashed through a building. Right. Put some vinyl smiley face on the front.
Totally worth it.
It's like the car that
Naughty,
went ramping
naughty
off the
Kool-Aid.
curb and almost hit the went off ramping off the curb and almost hit the Target sign. Just broke the outside.
If it's line of sight, I don't know if it's worth it.
So the thing
Like-
I would be interested in is
I mean, if I can just put in my location, drop a pin, and go, "Come find me," that would be awesome.
The usefulness if, like, you know, you parked your car out there and then you went inside and you came out and it's raining and you can just be like, "Hey, come pick me up instead." Like, I don't want to walk through the rain. Like, that
That'd
could
be
be
nice.
useful.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm
But
trying
I
to think of
don't-
like a scenario like at a football game or a basketball game where you're inside and you're like, well, I know that I've already like I want to like I need to go to the bathroom, but I also want to like not get stuck at the back of the line of traffic, so I'm just going to have my car start driving home and and then I can catch up to it.
What?
But that's not what this does. So I'm sad.
I could see
Yeah.
no. I could see using this like if you were in a parking lot or a parking meter like on a street and you had like X amount of time that was free and like the car could just move itself between parking spots. That would be
yeah.
pretty sweet.
People will do that already.
I think that's a great idea.
Just,
should just-
you can do that with regular summon.
Oh, so this is separate from that? This is a new
This-
feature for that part?
This is like if you park in a parking lot. Wait, what did you say? You mean like a parking meter and then have it move up?
Yeah, like
What's
but
the-
automatically. Like it knows when your timer's up and
Oh
it just
no!
moves.
You can't. It can't do that. I thought. Never mind.
I also think it'd be pretty sweet, like if you were in a parking garage, if you could just hit go and it would come pick you up at the front of your apartment or something.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think
Oh,
that's
Ways.
I think that's kind of the idea, and I think this is the first step there. So, I mean, good for Tesla for actually having something that works. I give them props on that.
Yeah.
Matt, let me ask you this: can you get out, continue to move with you as you walk?
Take your Tesla for a
way?
walk.
You could do that with regular summon. Like you just hold down the button that's moved forward, and it just does that. But you mean? I mean, there's a come to me button. There's no follow me button.
Interesting.
There's a come hither button.
Do you guys know Supercar Blondie?
I'll be curious to see. Apparently, if, other people have been talking about it being kind of dumb, so we'll see if it actually turns out to be truly smart summon or dumb summon.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, you know what would end your bad day is getting a broken heart.
There it is. What? Hold on. Obviously, I've read this article already, but let me go reread it.
You aren't all read up on how a woman got a broken heart from eating too much wasabi?
Oh my god. What is this?
So
Give her
apparently wasabi can kill you or something.
Holy shit! How'd she not know? Like upon first tasting it, she should have been like, "That's not avocado."
That's what I don't understand either.
Like that's basically how it should have went. It's like, man, this tastes
Japanese
like
guacamole.
this is some Japanese guac. It's pretty good.
God.
I'm gonna next time I'm somewhere where there's fucking wasabi. I hope it's at work. I'll be like, hey, can you give me some of that Japanese guac?
Japanese guac.
They'll be like, excuse me. And then just reverse it. You're at the Mexican place, and you're like, "Hey, can I have some of that Mexican wasabi?"
Mexican. Can I have the wasabi, please?
The mild one.
The mild wasabi.
I don't know how this person pulled this off.
So
Oh my
apparently
God.
she thought that it was like avocado, ate a bunch of it, immediately had chest pains, and decided
about-
to just tough it out.
Talk about different flavor profiles there. Wasabi and I mean, there's no flavor to a
But
to an
she
avocado.
died.
How much did she eat? They just say things like a lot and a large amount.
Dipping it out like, with chips. Just
Well, that's the
You
thing
know,
I don't
like-
understand. Like, how do you eat that much avocado in general?
Oh, I can eat a
Obviously
lot of
not a millennial.
guacamole. I go through guacamole like it's
Well, yeah, but after
No,
the first
water.
bite,
But you know us
yeah,
millennials.
you
eat
would know it's
avocado
not
toast.
avocado.
I don't know. I eat it pretty fast.
This avocado is burning my mouth. That's
Maybe-
not an avocado.
I mean, I have one of those special tools that slices it open, pulls the little nut out, and then like creates slices of it within like 10 seconds. So
Yeah, but that's not eating it.
Girl,
I
you
really
talking
easy
about
to eat a
cutting
lot.
apart wasabis?
yeah,
Those grow on trees.
they do. They're really good if you just slice them open, put a little salt on those wasabis. That's pretty good stuff.
I don't really understand any of this article. All of this is ridiculous. Yeah.
The next day, still feeling weak and out of sorts, the woman visits the local emergency room. Oh my god.
What she
In
needed was
Japan.
that hair growing stuff that we learned about earlier. That probably would have saved her
This
life.
article should have actually been local moron doesn't know difference between guacamole and wasabi.
Wait, what was that called again? When I was reading,
eating.
minoxidil. She needed some minoxidil.
What does that do?
What's it do?
Puts
Turns
hair on
into
your
a
chest.
vampire. When you're a vampire, you're
Werewolf.
stronger and you don't die. A werewolf. Thank you.
Eating too much wasabi will
Werewolves
cause
are
your heart
tough.
to deform.
I'm gonna say thumbs up
Yeah,
for
I-
perseverance on her part to just like power through and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna be the idiot who ordered guacamole for my wedding and then was like, oh, this is gross. She was like, no, I'm gonna save face for all of my guests. And
There's
go to
no guarantee
town,
that
run a
this
train
was
on this guacamole.
the person getting married. She just was at a wedding.
Oh, she wasn't the person getting married?
I don't
Thumbs
think
down.
No, the wedding information is the red herring in this math problem.
Mm.
I think the problem is she's-
On her order sheet, she put guacamole.
she just grabbed a handful of it and went, "Oh."
I'm imagining just like a really big like basin of there wasabi.
So much wasabi though. Like it was guacamole.
Yeah, like I'm concerned that she like have I ever been so close to enter this condition?
Possibly.
Apparently
You
it
know
says
that,
it's caused by lots of stress, not the wasabi itself caused it. She was just under a lot of distress due to one, not knowing what the difference between wasabi and guacamole was.
that would give
Two,
everyone a heart
just
attack.
being absolutely assaulted by this overly spicy, weirdly differently burning guac. Like spicy guac's a thing, but spicy guac with a horseradish burn is not exactly what you'd expect.
It's a very different burn.
Very different.
I'm trying to find some other articles about this that explain how much she ate, and I can't find anything about it.
Because everybody's
have you ever-
just like, what?
Have you ever ordered like a family plate of sushi at a Japanese restaurant? Mostly golf ball sized lump of wasabi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like bringing the thing over to set it down, and I'm like, man, that's a lot of wasabi. Like, smell the wasabi on that plate.
I found a place that says that apparently she ate the size of a teaspoon.
No. That's not too much wasabi.
That's not. I do that.
Whoa.
I do that for fun, just to make my eyes water.
That's too much wasabi if you're like the size of an ant. Like, but for a normal human being,
what is
you
this,
should be-
too much
you
wasabi
should-
for an ant?
Did you say a
Are you
tablespoon or a
an
teaspoon? Fuck it, it doesn't matter. Either of those are not enough.
She was 60
And not
years
a
old,
way that you go,
apparently.
An
oh, I
older
think this might be
woman.
guacamole. Let me have a teaspoon of it. Let me have a tablespoon of guacamole. Maybe on half of a taco.
She was apparently
This-
60 years old, though.
Yeah, so what? If
There's
you
the-
eat like a tablespoon of wasabi and that puts you over the edge
A
on my heart's
teaspoon.
gonna be deformed now. That shit was gonna happen when you bent down to pick up the penny you saw on the ground. Like it wasn't the wasabi's fault.
And did they tell you that she was also on like 3 different heart medications?
Does it say that?
There's another article I was digging.
That's
It's
umbrage
like
is fantastic.
old lady on heart medication.
This
Swallows
says that
wasabi.
after she had her stuff done, that they prescribed her a range of drugs for the heart stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever of wasabi as too much. You get more than that on a single serving sushi plate.
Yeah.
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 This story
Now, this-
is fucking.
This
Thumbs down.
Thumbs
I'm
down.
reading an article here that for a 60 kilogram adult, nerds help me out here, and 9 grams of basically wasabi. You ingest 9 grams of wasabi, it has a 50% chance of killing you.
What?
It's 132 pounds is 60 kilograms.
Okay, what's 9 grams wasabi? A teaspoon?
Nine.
These
One. Actually,
Where-
it's 1.5.
Where am I reading this? New England Journal of Medicine. Just back off.
Did you open it in Notepad and just type that?
Nice job, Roger. Bugs Bunny did that on.
It says here, how much wasabi do you have to eat to kill you? And it says 9 grams. If you're a 60 kilogram adult and you live in England because you're using the metric system still.
Mm.
If you live in
Okay.
England,
So what about an
anything spicy
80
or
to
remotely
90
spicy could
kilogram
kill you.
adult?
I don't know. Do the math. You're the smart one here.
I don't know math.
Well, 90 would be 50% more, so I would say that it would be 50%
What's
of
9
9 grams.
What's 9 grams of wasabi?
So about 13 grams. So 9 grams of wasabi is 1.5 teaspoons.
This guy
There you
says,
go.
It's the amount.
"Fuck way." This. I did not find any references, but personally, eating lots of horseradish suggests that in excess of 100 grams of fresh material would start to show unpleasant side effects. I'm fucking full. I guess. Nah, not really. 100 grams isn't that much.
Maybe there's wasabi side effect, and it says you could get diarrhea and nausea, and another one says you could die.
How
It
many?
sounds like the same
How many
thing, like
grams of
half the
ghost
medicine on
peppers
television.
can you eat before you die?
I want to see where this freaking shit is. Like, where people are saying that you can die by eating a teaspoon of wasabi.
I don't
It's
know,
like,
but I
man,
feel
if
like,
that's the case,
and
they
a
shouldn't
half.
be serving it.
Teaspoon and a half.
I feel like that's the type of stuff
Well, I
that
feel
people
much safer
expect
now.
our podcast to perpetuate. Thanks. What?
Oh, but it's
Oh my god.
9 grams.
Brian coming in with the links.
9 grams has a 50% chance of killing you, not 100.
Yeah, 9 grams is 50% chance.
That's pretty good odds. That's like a
Man, drive into the store, you have worse odds than that.
Oh wait, so three tablespoons.
Wouldn't eating just about anything have 50% chance of killing you because you're either going to choke on it or not?
No. This fucking article
Ice would
is
has 0%
not
of killing you.
9
That's gonna
grams.
die just arguing this fact.
9 grams of that chemical has a 50% chance of killing you. Not 9 grams of wasabi.
How much of that chemical is in wasabi?
Oops.
3% of wasabi's that chemical?
It says no. Wasabi has 151 milligrams per kilogram.
Per kilogram. So to get 60 or to get 9 grams, you would need, what is that, Blaine? That'd be 9,000 divided by 151.
That's what I'm.
Well, I didn't do the math. I just know it's very, very dangerous.
That'd be 59.6 servings of that.
I totally misrepresented the fact.
You would have to eat.
So I trumped it.
You'd have to eat what 60 kilograms.
You'd have
How
to
many?
eat a lot more than 1 teaspoon.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
60
Thumbs
kilograms.
down.
You'd have to eat your own weight.
Lightweight.
Is my math right on that, Blaine?
Um,
Like 9 grams, so 9,000. That's 9,000 milligrams.
yeah. So
Yeah, it's 9,000 milligrams.
Yep. 9,000
How
milligrams.
many liters is that?
Divided by 151 milligrams per kilogram.
Yeah, you'd have to eat 60 kilograms of wasabi.
Which is essentially,
you'd have
since
to
I am
eat
not good at the metric system,
130
I
pounds of
believe that
wasabi.
is an American teaspoon.
Maybe if you're from England.
Better known as the Greater American Teaspoon.
GTB.
Yeah, that's like if you're at the movie theater getting the small and they give you like a 5-gallon bucket to put your Dr. Pepper in. It's like, Jesus Christ, what's the large?
Oh, yes.
And they're like, did you see the like gasoline tanks on the way in?
That's like 132 pounds of wasabi.
Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy. Of course, that would.
132
So,
pounds of eating.
If you ate
would
132
probably
pounds
kill
of
you.
anything in one sitting, 50% chance.
50%.
You're right.
I don't
it
know.
would be
132 pounds.
260
Give me the
yeah,
law.
100%.
You know, 132
You're-
pounds of ice
You
cream.
would die from your stomach just rupturing from having that much.
50% chance.
That's
You
what the
die.
50% chance is from.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
love that. I love that scene in The Meaning of Life with Monty Python, and he's just like eating everything, and he keeps getting bigger and bigger, and he's about ready to explode. And the man and the woman are like, "He's so disgusting. We have to leave now." And they're like, "Okay." And they try to run out, and the waiter stops them. He's like, "But where are you going?" "Oh, don't worry. We left money on the table." "But where are you going? You still haven't had dessert." And they look at each other. And at the same time, they speak, and the man says, "We have to catch a train," and the woman says, "I'm on my period." And then again, and she goes, "And, you know, the train's coming soon, and you don't want me bleeding all over the place, so we better get out of here."
Just a little mint wafer.
A little bit
Just a little mint
just
wafer.
explodes everywhere. Goop falls in the fish tank. Fantastic.
Well, that
Best
might
scene
happen
ever.
if you bit a camel's balls.
That would happen if you
That's
bit a
what
camel.
happens.
Which apparently a woman did.
Why?
Because she wanted to.
is this a
Episode
picture of
96.
the afflicted camel?
I can only imagine.
At the time of the bite.
In the
So apparently a woman from Florida decided that she should bite a camel's testicles
She would be from Florida.
after the animal sat on her at a truck stop petting zoo.
Huh. Like she was in danger, and this was the first thing she thought of.
Like she was being an idiot, and the camel decided to sit on her face, and she thought, instead of moving my face, I should bite its testicles.
Hmm.
You don't need to tell me high school.
So the truck stop is apparently 20 miles outside of New Orleans, and it has a petting zoo. And that's where this is all happening.
Truck
Of course
stop
it
petting
does.
zoo.
A truck
Florida.
stop petting zoo. Yep.
Yeah, she maintains that she
Louisiana.
bit the camel's balls, make it get off of her. So, to be fair, probably a pretty effective method.
Well,
Thumbs up for innovation. Thumbs up for being the first person to successfully do that and not die. I
Yeah,
imagine somebody else has tried to bite a camel's balls before.
yeah. I don't know that that's ever happened in the history of mankind.
Thumbs up
I've
for her
never-
being the first.
I guess for
I
being
don't-
the first for doing it with a live camel. Let's put it that
There
way.
it is.
With a live camel. Okay, live camel. Because mostly those stories involve. Yeah, a live camel. Nice job.
All right. Nice.
Slow clap. Cool.
Well, with
Tastes
That's
that,
like a good episode.
we'll have our Elon Musk pitches for the week. Has
Yep, I got
anybody been working on them? All right. What do you got, Silas?
I would like to suggest to Elon that he develop a device that can protect a camel's testicles from being bitten. Because I'm very concerned about their balls now. Like, all I can think about are camel balls.
You know, I'm
I used to
That's
think
what-
about camel's tails.
Balls.
In the
And now all I can think about are camel balls.
in the comments, somebody quoted, "I bit his balls to get him off of me. I bit his testicles to get him off." And the commenter says, "Lady, that isn't the type of statement a person immediately forgets. Saying it once was enough for any one person's lifetime."
Yeah, I feel bad for her husband.
I hate everyone in this story except for the dog and the camel.
I wonder if she just goes around biting random animals' testicles.
Same at home, right, honey? Clapping to accentuate every word.
I thought they'd taste like prairie.
Bit his balls off.
I thought this comment's gold. I thought they'd taste like prairie oysters, but they don't. To my dissatisfaction, they tasted like you'd expect a camel's testicles to taste. I don't recommend dining at that truck stop. Hashtag where not. Amazing.
Eat here and get gas.
All right. I give a thumbs up to protecting camels' testicles. They are a
Camel.
treasured.
Commodity at that gas
Yes.
station.
Yes.
Truck stop petting zoos.
That's your idea?
No, I don't. I just think that truck stop petting zoos. That's a pretty cool thing.
So you're thumbs upping truck stop petting zoos. All right.
Huh.
I wonder if there are truck stop heavy petting zoos.
I'm
It's,
nearly
Truck
certain.
stop reverse petting zoo. Let's pet you back.
I'm nearly certain that truck stop petting zoos are already a thing. They're just not what you expect that they are.
That's terrible.
Oh.
I'd
Wait,
like to see.
How big balls compared to the woman's mouth? Was it a nibble or a mouthful?
I'd like to
A
see
nipple.
Elon come up
This
with
is
a
a
less gross
very
way for
vigorous
his
bite.
rockets to refill.
No, not vigorous, enthusiastic.
You want his rockets to fuel less grossly?
To not.
I would like
Tip to tip.
Elon's
Not butt to butt.
SpaceX
filled tip
rockets
tip.
to find a less gross way to refill.
It's kind of set up like that movie, Human Centipede, but if it was like a human push me, pull me.
Human centipede. Oh,
All
You've
right.
watched that movie, Brian?
What, Matt?
have I watched it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I have. I know it. I understand the concept. I've seen a few clips. It's not worth the time. It's disgusting.
I don't know. I feel like you and Daphne'd like it.
I don't trust you. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't like it.
It's got a pretty good story. The effects are decent, and you know,
But
They're not real effects. They are just real. They really film that.
It's a real thing. It really happened.
We had our low special effects budget, so we just made
Documentary.
it real.
can you imagine the actors on like Mexican catered day on the set? We're like, holy shit! I ate a lot of Brussels sprouts. That couldn't have been good.
They
That's
had to stop
nasty.
shooting for a whole week. They just toast them down at the end. All right, who else has a? I got Brian. Brian says to refuel rockets tip to tip instead of butt to butt. Got it.
He would.
Right?
I'm upvoting the hell out of that.
One on top,
Just the tip. I vote just
butt
the
to
tip.
butt. I'm just not.
Yep.
All right, who else has a Elon Musk pitch for this week?
Matt,
I think
3 weeks.
I think he should come up with a car. So Audi came up with a concept for cars with drone headlights. I think that he could one-up them by having a car that has drone wheels.
Nice.
Nah. Drone tail lights.
You can fly back and tell people you're.
Just tons of drone accessories.
Drone horns. I like that.
I like a drone
Thumbs
horn.
up to that.
That's a good one. I like that.
You could just make that yourself. Get like a fucking DJI and tape a air horn to it, and put a little actuator on there. Just like,
Accessorize all cars with drones. Okay.
yeah, like a drone like radio stack.
Like a trunk monkey.
Oh, trunk monkey. I
A
love
trunk
monkeys.
drone instead. You remember trunk monkeys?
No,
The trunk monkey.
You gotta look it up.
Trunk monkey from Urban Auto Group.
Drone doors. I think drone doors would work pretty well.
Drone doors.
Away.
That's actually a
Like
good
a
idea.
DeLorean.
Thumbs up to drone.
All right, who else has an idea? Anybody else?
Off topic from what we've been talking about, but there's a therma barrier that's being used in really hot areas like Arizona right now. That they're like putting it up as a vertical wind block and a horizontal shade. And
So a giant tent.
Yes.
but there's a weird coconut oil on it that regulates temperature, and so then within the area, it's always like 80 degrees year round.
Oh wow! How big is that space?
Big enough for marching bands to practice in Texas and Arizona.
Coconut oil, huh?
That's the main thing. I think he should make it a bodysuit. Just get rid of the stupid tents.
Coconut oil
Yes.
bodysuit. Got it.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's actually a really good idea.
It's a great idea.
Especially like the part where people have to rub coconut oil on me.
Spritz you with it.
The coconut oil on its skin. The coconut oil.
All right.
The hose
Matt,
again.
nothing this week. Saving up.
yep.
All right.
Did you find the trunk monkey?
With that, I'm going to call this council meeting adjourned. I want to thank everybody for listening. We do record this podcast live on Tuesday nights on YouTube. And if you liked what you saw and want to check out all of our past episodes, you can go to CouncilCast.org. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. And if you have a topic you'd like the council's decision on, you can email us at councilcast@gmail.com or connect with us on Twitter @RealCouncilCast. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Good day.
Goodbye.